Hello folks. So I'm doing some plastering for Richard Kelly, who's a joiner in Penzance in Cornwall, and he's superb. I like working with Richard Kelly. So he's asked me to come and do some, I've got strobing from this light. I got the strobing from the lights. I might as well put on the big light. Hang on. So yeah. Whoa, I got even worse strobing. So Kelly, Richard Kelly, I call him Kelly. I do a lot of plastering work for him. I don't normally do plastering work, but for Richard Kelly, I would do anything. So basically he does the preparation work. So what we have here is an overskim of a kitchen rip out. So he's ripped the kitchen out. He's, that strobing's really bad, I'm sorry. So he's ripped the kitchen out, and obviously it tears the shit out of the walls, takes big chunks out. So what he wants me to do is just overskim the existing walls, the existing plaster, and the bits where there's no plaster, here. And obviously where the tiles for the splashback have been. So he preps it for me. He knows how I like it prepped, and he always does a perfect job. So he's put on this stuff called Plastering, which is this green stuff here, which creates a chemical and a mechanical bond for the plaster to stick to. So what you'll see now is me putting on the 2 coats of multi-finish skim onto this wall. Hang on, let me turn the camera around. Onto this wall and this wall over here. So this is relatively straightforward because it's just an overskim. The wall was all over the place, but it's going to look fabulous. So it's had its 2 coats, it's had a trowel off just to get it under control, and that's where we're at. And then this one over here is a little bit more difficult because it's merging, or some people call it feathering in. It's merging into existing plaster. All this plaster's come off. Kelly's rebeaded this for me, and this corner. Now this is a more difficult aspect of plastering because it's quite difficult to merge in the two, one to the other, because your sort of trowel is being governed by the existing plaster, which as you can see is kind of, it's a bit shit. But anyway, there's units going there, so it doesn't matter, but this bit you'll see. So yeah, it's just, and what I do, some people will kind of go over onto the existing plaster and sort of feather it out that way. But I have worked out a technique of plastering up to the old plaster, to that plaster line, and then what I do is I use a combination of water and the end of my trowel and a lot of pressure to pull it back flat, so it's not riding too much on the existing wall like this. It's just literally an inch or so that will ride along, and so it fills in the deficit down below, but it obviously runs in line with the existing plaster, which is what you want. So yeah, just thought I'd stop and give you an explanation. So with this multi-finish, Thistle Multi Finish, my God, that strobing's awful. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So yeah, this is Thistle Multi Finish. Let's turn that one off. It's a bit better. Thistle Multi Finish, there's the bag there. This is what we use in the UK, Thistle Multi Finish. It goes up in 2 coats, 2 separate mixes. Get the first coat up, get it under control, take the lines out, get the second coat on, and then you can use a little bit of water if you need to flatten it up. But when you're as good as me, you don't really need to use a lot of water. Also, the more water you use, the longer the process is going to take. And then obviously we'll cut these boxes out afterwards to make life easier for the electrician when he comes to second fix his electrics. So that's where we are. I thought I'd just give you a quick talk through. and explanation as to what we're doing and how to plaster, how to overskim an existing wall. I mean, you can see how bad that is. That's sort of all tile, adhesive, and bits of the plaster have been ripped off. But you wait till you see it at the end. It will look fabulous. Okay, so I will show you this. I use a spray bottle so you don't run brush strokes through the plaster, which means you have to do less work. And then the water on the wall will show any low spots, and it will also soften any high spots and allow you to take them off with your trowel. Now I use two trowels. I use a Refina laying on trowel, I'm not sure what it's called, but they're really nice trowels made in Germany. And this is the Refina Superflex 2. And I prefer this to other flex trowels because it doesn't have as much flex as some of the others. Some of the others, they just flex too much and then they just ride the ripples. so it's not so good, whereas this actually does a job of flattening as you go. If you're not in the know, then this is a gauging trowel. You need one of these for mixing up and other applications. And this is a bucket trowel. And there ends your trowel lesson for today. So anyway, I'll get on with this. So we come down from the top. And then across, and I'll see it in line. And we work our way down the wall. keep your trowel clean. So I'm just going to clean this up in the bucket. So, you can see this. See if I can do this. You can't really see it, but here is just a low spot. It's just filled up with the gravy. So it just shows you an area that needs a bit more work. Oh, I love the strobing. There we go. All finished. All ready for Mr. Kelly. Job's a good one. Pleased with that. See you later, folks.